And a good Friday, everybody. Welcome in. Chase and Big Joe, 1025 The Game. He is Big Joe Dubin. I'm Chase McCabe, Dr. Crane, Nick Frazier behind the glass on the ones and twos. What's going on, everybody? How you doing?
What's up, man? Here we go. Friday, the last Friday before Christmas. Rolling to the weekend. Everybody's already checked out, including the Kennesaw State football team, who was getting beat. Was it 27-0, like halfway through the first quarter? And whatever, the Myrtle Beach Bowl, they were getting, and it is now 34-0.
Okay, so I learned something yesterday, and I don't even know if I know the answer, but apparently the Music City Bowl has the record for the most points scored by a team in like the first quarter or the first half, and it was Auburn.
2019, right?
2019.
Is that what it was? Yeah.
How many points did they put up?
I don't know, man. I remember going to that game because they played Purdue.
Yeah, right. Because that was Brom, right?
Or
was that before Brom?
Yeah, I don't remember, man. It might have been Brom's last. Was he gone to Louisville after that?
He hadn't been at Louisville that long.
He's been Louisville at least since 20. He's been there 22.
It was his third season. Third season at Purdue.
Okay, so he was there.
Yeah, and then
so he came.
Yeah, no, he was there. Then yeah, he was there in 21, 22. I think 22 was his last season.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's been at Louisville now. This is his third year. 23, 24, 25.
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, the bowl season, there's a bowl game started at 10 today, and Kennesaw State's getting beat 34-0 by Western Michigan. Isn't that where Corey Davis went? Western Michigan?
I believe so.
Number 5 pick in the draft. Yay.
And how'd that work out?
I thought he was okay. Corey Davis was fine.
He was fine. He just won the 5th overall pick.
Was not. And do you remember who they took in the second pick that year?
Adoree Jackson.
Adoree, who's still playing.
Yeah. Do you remember who was taken with the 10th pick that year?
That'd be one Pat Mahomes.
Yeah. I mean, that was Trubisky
second or third?
Who was number 1?
Baker, or was it Baker? No. Oh, gosh. Come on, man. Put me on the spot there. Who was number 1? Oh, Myles Garrett, right? I won't keep throwing names out there until you look it up.
All right, so what year was that?
The 2017 draft. Corey Davis was 5. Adoree Jackson was 17.
Myles Garrett. Yeah.
Myles Garrett, number 1.
Myles Garrett, Trubisky. If you tell me who the 3rd overall pick in that draft was, I will give you something.
Do I get a clue?
Stanford.
Oh God, it's not Tiger Woods. It's not Tommy Vardell.
You want the position?
Yeah.
Defensive tackle.
I have no idea.
Solomon Thomas.
Who? Where'd he go?
I have no idea. I don't remember that name at all.
Who drafted him?
San Francisco.
Oh. Watch, we look him up. He's like, yeah, 6-time Pro Bowler. I'm like, never heard of that guy.
Like, I don't remember him. He played for the Cowboys. He's with the Cowboys.
Look at you, and you're a Cowboys fan.
He's on the Cowboys. And I have no idea who this dude is. He was the 3rd overall pick in the draft in 2017. He's 30 years old in his 9th season with the Cowboys. He was with San Francisco for 4 years, the Raiders for 1, the Jets for 3, now the Cowboys. He's only started 1 game, so
in his career?
No, this year.
Oh, I was going to say, good Lord, good for him. If he's been in the league,
he's only started 35 games in his 9-year career. So,
looks like Western Michigan just ran a kickoff back or a punt, and we're going to give you play-by-play, folks, of the Myrtle Beach Bowl today. Western Michigan to score up 41-0. Good.
Okay, so here's the fun part of we'll use this draft just to kind of like how hit or miss things can be. So, Myles Garrett, Hall of Fame resume is beginning. Like he's looking pretty good. I'm making sure my Chinese food's here. Mitch Trubisky, bust.
Right.
Solomon Thomas, 3rd overall.
Hold on,
bust.
Is Trubisky still in the league?
He's a backup somewhere.
Still getting paid millions.
Yeah.
So I get he's not a bust, but still, I mean, it's.
Thank you, Connor.
At the number 2 pick, he's a bust. I understand that. Then Solomon Thomas third. Who's fourth?
Jacksonville Jaguars took this player.
And 17. I don't know.
17. Running back.
Gosh, I don't know.
Go Tigers.
Oh, Leonard
Fournette.
Leonard Fournette.
He was okay. He's out of the league. Again, I don't think any of these guys, except for Myles Garrett, fit where they were taken.
Yeah. Who won a Super Bowl with the Bucks.
Yeah. Corey Davis, 5th. Do you remember who went after
What school?
LSU?
Do not.
Jets took Jamal Adams.
Oh, that's right.
Chargers took at 7 Mike Williams, the receiver from Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
Number 8, looking pretty good. Running back from Stanford.
Oh, Christian McCaffrey.
Yep. This guy was a bust. Bengals 9th overall took wide receiver John Ross out of Washington.
We've talked. We've talked about him with Chris Sanders.
Yep.
Because he went and ran a 4.2 and everybody went crazy for him. Guy couldn't take a hit. Couldn't play dead in the cowboy movie.
Yep.
Didn't know how to run routes, but y'all got so drunk because he ran a 4.2 and now he's terrible.
Patrick goes 10th overall. Then Marshawn Lattimore, Deshaun Watson, Hassan Reddick, 14th overall. I wish this guy's, I mean, he's still in the league, I think, but I wish his career had been better. Derek Barnett.
Yeah.
Malik Hooker, Marlon Humphrey.
Wait, where was Malik Hooker from?
Ohio State.
Okay.
He went to the Colts. Marlon Humphrey from Alabama. Jonathan Allen from Alabama, defensive tackle. Then Adoree Jackson, 18th over. He was 18th overall. My goodness.
Adoree Jackson?
Yeah.
I mean, he had a great career at USC, was a Rose Bowl MVP, ran the punt back against them versus Penn State. I thought Adoree Jackson could have gone 5th instead of Corey Davis.
Yeah. Well, I tell you who I wanted them to take at 18 is the guy that went at 19, and his career didn't turn out like we hoped, but O.J. Howard. I loved him in Alabama.
Is he still in the league? He went to Tampa, right?
Yeah. Is he still in the league? He is no.
Do you know what John Rambo wanted?
What?
For us to love our country as much as we loved it.
Yeah, well, thank you for that. But anyway, I mean, there's Jabril Pepper, Reuben Foster, TJ Watt. That was TJ Watt.
He's been in the league that long.
30th overall.
He's been in the league 9 years.
David Njoku was taken at 29th overall.
Who's that guy?
Tied in from Miami with Cleveland.
Oh, okay.
He's still in the league. Taco Charlton. Tre'Davious White. He's pretty good.
Where is he?
He was taken by Buffalo. I don't know if he's still there, but corner out of LSU.
Yeah. A lot of those guys, you like after the first 10, like, oh, okay, get on down. And
yeah. This is a fun little exercise to kind of look.
It is, Pat. Yeah. Good job there, buddy. And then so that'll be here. And it's funny that you talk about the draft. Schefter, for some reason, put out 30 minutes ago that going into 26, the Titans will have more money in the cap than anybody else.
Yeah.
Over $100 million, which doesn't mean anything because they've shown they don't know how to manage the cap. So we'll see.
Well, look, it's all about, to me, you build through the draft. You build your key positions through the draft. You supplement with free agents. And look, they might be able to find an offensive weapon or two with free agency for Cam Ward, that's supplementing. That's good. But you need to go draft a receiver. I swear if they don't draft a receiver in the first 3 rounds, I'm going to go down there and I'm going to point my finger at them.
You're like, what are you doing?
Like, draft a bleeping receiver in the first 3 rounds. I like the 2 you got in the 4th round. They're good. I think.
Did we not spend time like the last number 1 receiver taken in the draft overall, number 1?
Oh, wow. Number 1 overall.
The last receiver taken number 1 overall.
I have no idea.
He ran his mouth so much that John Gruden told him to hit the road.
Oh, Keyshawn.
Now that's there might be one after that.
I think there might be.
But he was number 1 in 96. Great receiver at USC. Remember, he went to the Jets. They got rid of his mouth. Then they went to Tampa Bay. They couldn't stand
I think
his
he
mouth.
might be the last one. Keyshawn in 96, Irving Fryer in 84.
Fryer was a flame out. Great at Nebraska.
Dave Parks in 1964.
Oh, Dave Park. You know what he's doing now? I don't know.
Yeah. What's he doing now? All right, here you go. I can tell you right now how many have been. Now, guy you liked back in 1948, Harry Gilmer. He was both a halfback and a wide receiver out of Bama.
You know what happened to Harry Gilmer?
I know.
He got one time he had an old fashioned and it didn't sit well in the stomach and he never played again.
Oh, okay.
Happens.
There have been 3 wide receivers taking number 1 overall.
And
That's
that's those guys. That's
and
it.
Keyshawn's the last one.
Holy cow, man. That crazy?
Yeah.
I don't even know who the number 1 receiver is in college football right now. Who would you take number 1?
Well, it's probably the kid out of Ohio State that's still got another year.
Yeah, Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah.
And then, Ryan Williams, has he regressed a tad?
He's regressed a lot. He only had, 600 yards on the season, roughly under 700.
Well, I guess now all the mock drafts I see are that Ruben Bain guy from Miami. But how well, I mean, if he could do something and then Oladejo could come together, I mean, then you got 2 great ends rushing the pass. This Abdul Carter stuff in New York for the Giants is pretty bewildering, how a complete jackass he is, and he's no good. So for all those who said, oh, you should have taken the Giants pick and taken Abdul Carter, they can't stand him.
So
they can't stand him in New York.
I just pulled up a mock draft from USA Today, and they have with the number 1 overall pick a proposed trade that the New York Jets trade with the New York Giants and take Fernando Mendoza. Have those 2 teams? I'm sure they have, but I feel like it's rare for the Jets and the Giants to make a trade.
I'm trying to go back to my immaculate grid head about when you got players played for both. And I'm sure there has, and I can't remember one right now that has. God, I'm sure there's an obvious player who played for both the Giants and the Jets, but I don't know. That's fine because you're not helping the team in your division. I mean, that's another team in the NFC versus the AFC.
A lot of these still have the Titans picking 3, and they have Arvell Reese, the linebacker, defensive end out of Ohio State.
Okay, I need a defensive. I don't need a line. I need defensive.
He's an edge rusher. That's basically what he is.
I need you. By the way, there's no more defensive end. That's gone. They're not called that anymore.
Yeah.
It's you're an edge rusher.
They got Carnell Tate going 4th overall to Cleveland. I mean, is he somebody? If you're picking at 3,
who is that guy?
He's a wide receiver, Ohio State. He's the second guy.
Okay.
Smith is better, but Tate's not bad.
You go wide receiver, defensive end.
Yeah.
I mean, if this Ruben Bain dude in Miami is as good as they say he is, I give me a defensive
I like
end.
him. He's fallen. They got him 8th. There were some mock drafts earlier in the season that he was 2nd.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
But I like him.
But do not draft an offensive lineman. Do not draft an interior defensive lineman. Do not draft a linebacker.
Nope.
I need a playmaker on this Tennessee Titans football team.
100% agree with you. 100% agree. 615-737-1025 is our phone and text line, driven by Wilson County Hyundai.com. Joe, what is our question of the day?
All right, so I've got friends who left this morning at 6. They headed to Norman, Oklahoma to watch Oklahoma play Alabama today, a road trip. They're coming back tomorrow. What's the longest one-day sports road trip you've ever taken? Day of. The longest. Not flying, driving.
But down and back?
Down and back. You'll come back. They're coming back tomorrow, but the day of, it's like a 9-hour drive for them to get over to Norman, Oklahoma. Left this morning. One day, the day of, the longest sports road trip day of you've ever been on.
Probably our buddy Chris Childers and I did this a few years ago. Got up at 5 a.m. on Sunday, went and picked him up, drove down to Atlanta, went to the race at the Atlanta Motor Speedway, and then drove back.
Did you decide that morning?
We decided the day before.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the day of, you drove all the way. That's only, a 4-hour drive, though.
Yeah, but that's 8 hours total, if you're at the race. So,
So no, you don't have to come back, but the day of. The day of. The longest drive day of for a road trip. Now, Dr. Crane, you did what? Starkville?
I think so.
Baton Rouge? What'd you do?
Baton Rouge, yeah. It was 8.5 hours. But myself driving, it was probably to St. Louis. I got up at 3:30 to watch opening day. It was Albert Pujols' last day in St. Louis. So that was.
Did you decide that last second?
Yep. Went with my grandmother. I've always wanted to go on a road trip with my grandmother, and so we did it.
Mine is, it's not sports, but this is 1993. Me and the coach, a friend called and said, "Hey, I've got extra tickets to go see Garth at Texas Stadium. You want to drive down?" It was like 7. I was like, "Yeah." So we left at 7 in the morning, drove all the way to Dallas, watched Garth do Texas Stadium, and drove back the next day. At the spur of the moment. So friends headed out to Norman, Oklahoma today to see Oklahoma take on Alabama tonight in Norman, Oklahoma. And the first round of the College Football Playoff. I'm really excited about this football game.
Yeah, I think this could be the best one.
Really excited.
Yeah.
Because the rumors are still out there. If DeBoer loses, he's gone to Michigan. It's the intrigue with everything that goes on.
Yeah, here's the thing. And Sean Henry's going to join us at 2:30, so we'll be able to talk about new Minority Predators owner Nick Saban, who's going to speak on Monday. But I will never believe another coach again when they say, "No, I'm good, I'm happy, I'm staying here." Because how many times did Nick Saban say, "I'm not taking the job at Alabama"?
Yep.
And guess what happened?
Took the job. You can't believe him.
I still think one of the greatest what ifs in college football history is what if Rich Rod had actually taken the job. Because remember, Rich Rodriguez was offered, and I think accepted, and then
he
backed
tried,
out.
He tried to finagle for his assistants.
Yeah.
To get more contract. You know who was assistant on that coaching staff was?
So that was West Virginia. Don't tell me. So this is like 2005, 6.
5, 6 right in there.
Oh,
you better. If you don't get this, I'm eating your Chinese food.
Jimbo?
Mm-mm. His first name is Lyle.
Oh, Butch
Jones.
Yes. Yeah. That's it.
Was all part of it. Yeah. So if Rich Rod does not goes to Alabama, then none of this.
Yeah.
It's crazy. None of this is happening. None of this is happening. And now Rich Rod's back at West Virginia.
Yeah, which is probably a good fit for him. 615-737-1025 is our phone and text line, driven by WilsonCountyHyundai.com. And our question of the day is presented by Aries Tactical. Your safety, your skill, your Aries Tactical. Check them out at ariestactical.com. More Chase and Big Joe here on this Friday, 1025 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game on this Friday. Our question of the day, Joe, is
What's the longest sports road trip you've ever taken? Friends are headed out this morning to see Oklahoma take on Alabama in Norman, Oklahoma today. What's the last spur? I mean, the spur of the moment long road trip you take to see something go on. It don't have to be sports. It could be a concert or something. Just, I love spontaneity when people do things like that. So I think it's really cool that my friends are, hey, we're going to leave this morning, hit the road and go to Oklahoma and see the game tonight.
Ben says in 1996, my dad, my brother, my mom, and myself went to St. Louis to watch the division series against the Padres. We left at 5 a.m. to watch the game and then drove back afterwards.
Heck yeah. See, there you go. You made memories doing that. Even Dr. Crane stuck in the back of a luggage compartment going to see LSU play Mississippi State.
Yes. Yep.
Dustin in Hopkinsville has called in. What's up, Dustin?
Hey, man. Yeah. Merry Christmas, guys. Hope y'all have a
You
good
too.
one. Hey, so my longest sports trip, I did it twice. And it really isn't that long, but I guess it is. Talladega. The one where Regan Smith got forced below the line by Tony Stewart. Regan won that race. Y'all can kiss my ass if you think he did.
No, you're right. I'm with you.
And we sat second row, was eating rubber at the start-finish line. I told my wife that morning, I said, hey, I'm getting tickets, and we're going to drive down there. It's really early. She was 7 months pregnant. Let's just say the walk back, I regretted every bit of it.
She made sure of it.
A state trooper seen her pregnant, and she started crying. He gave us a ride to our car, so that was pretty
Nice.
awesome. The second time, on Friday night, I called my mom, and I wanted to take my stepbrother. He was 6 at the time. And we went to the one where Carl Edwards' car dang near flipped into the stands. And that one's pretty good and drove back. But the longest trip I ever done, my Yukon broke down 2 summers ago in Gulf Shores. And we left it there and had to get a motor ordered and sent to a shop. We were at their expense. And we had to wait to about a week and a half to get the motor. And 2 weeks later, me and my buddy, we drove my Nissan Altima down there, my wife's. And then, and within about an hour, we had a car hauler, not a trailer, a hauler. And I took my non-broken engine, my Yukon, and I hauled that dude all the way back. And we did it in less than 20 hours.
That's pretty impressive. Pretty
Yeah,
impressive.
I would do it again. My buddy's younger than me, and he's spry. And I was like, let's get a hotel. And then he wanted to drive, and I don't trust anybody. So I was like, nah, I'm driving. And I was falling asleep the whole time.
Attaboy. Well done on that.
Very nice. Thanks for the call, Dustin.
Yeah, John, go.
You too. Doug wants to weigh in. What's up, Doug?
Hey, happy holidays to you guys.
You too?
My one day turned into about 4 days. Back in 96, I was at a family function of my girlfriend then, wife now. I was bored, and I said, I'm leaving here, and I'm going to the airport. And as I saw there on the TV in the hotel lobby that scalp tickets were pretty cheap on the street at the 96 Olympics, I said, I'm leaving here, and I'm going to the Olympics. He said, like right now? I said, like right now. I drove to the airport. I rented a blue Grand Am limited edition with a lean back seat. And I got down there and I bought scalp tickets. And then one day turned into another day. I couldn't find anywhere to get a hotel. Of course, the 96 Olympics was pretty free for all. I hooked up with the NBC team, and they thought that I was an athlete and just said, hang with us. Seriously. The tickets that I bought when I got there was a guy that had a fan full of tickets. You know how scalping was back then. He looked like Grizzly Adams. And I said, I just need one. He said, I'm selling 2. And I said, 2? He said, I'm only selling them in pairs. So I had 2. And looking at this guy, I'm thinking, I just bought some junk tickets. And I said, let me have the best 2. I said, if I'm going to be able to keep them, I want one for a souvenir. He said, well, let me give you this one. It was for kayaking in Tennessee. He said, you're not going to kayaking, are you? I said, no. He said, well, this will be a good souvenir. You won't never tear the stub off on it. So I'm thinking I got 3 tickets that are probably printed at a Xerox machine somewhere. Some lady runs up. She purchases one of the tickets for double what I gave for it. I turned out to be in the General Motors suite of the track and field events. I stayed so long that I just slept in a car on the last day of an underground parking. The guy said, "Get ready to leave." I said, "Yeah, what I owe you?" He said, "Nothing." He said, "I've been watching you sleep in this car every day. You've been spending money in this town?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Why'd you choose this underground parking?" I said, "Because you're right there in that attendant spot I missed. Best security in town." He said, "Where are you getting baths at?" I said, "Man, I go to these fancy hotels. I walk in, I look like an athlete, and I stay ahead of the cleaning lady, and I take the first room that she's clean. I jump in there and take a shower, and I leave. Best 4 days of my life."
Good Lord. You should write a book. I'm fascinated by this. You should write a book about this.
It's the most exciting thing that I've ever done, minus the birth of my firstborn.
Dang, man.
Man, that's a fun trip.
And
So-
I wish I would have stayed for the closing events because those guys said stay. I said, "Man, I said I've lied about work long enough. I got to get back to Tennessee."
Hold on, Doug. Back up real quick. You took a shower after she cleaned the room?
Yeah,
How did you get in the room?
because they keep the doors open for somebody to come clean later. So I just jump in, take a shower, and leave.
This is maniacal and absolutely wonderful. God bless you.
I almost got caught once, and she said, "I'm sorry," like she walked in on me, and really I walked in on her.
Oh, man. Thank you. This is great, Doug. Thank you, brother.
Thank
Merry
you, Doug.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Appreciate it.
God almighty.
Let's squeeze Eric in real quick before we get to Coach Rod Reed going to join us. Eric, what's up?
Hey guys, this is not my main story, but I'll get to that in a minute. I happened to be at the last final ball game in Riverfront Stadium when the Phillies played the Reds. I went with friends that day, but that's not my main story. My main story was me and a bunch of friends. We drove down to Texas Stadium. We left on a Friday night, got down there Saturday to watch the Dallas Cowboys when Emmitt Smith and Troy Aikman and Michael Irvin played for them. This one, Barry Switzer was the coach. Had a great blast of time, but also got to meet a guy because one of the things I used to do was call the Dallas Cowboys sports station on WOAI out of San Antonio that would pick up in Nashville. And Drew Pierce was on the post-game show with Marco Oristano. I got to meet Drew Pierce and got his autograph. And the funniest thing was, I'm not making this up, this is celebrity accounting. His first words out of my mouth were, he said, "Eric, you know on the phone that you sound like a white guy." I told him, I said, "No, well, obviously I'm not." But the guy, Marco Oristano, actually used to work here in Nashville. He used to work for Channel 5, so he knew Chris Clark back in the day and some of the other people worked Channel 5. But that was my most exciting thing. And the thing that was so wild about it, we had to run to catch the bus to get back to the hotel to drive back to Nashville, which we got back Monday morning. We almost missed the bus, which means we would have had to walk about an hour to get back to the hotel, but we just barely made it.
Wow.
Isn't that a great memory?
Yeah, it is.
That's what we're talking about. Thank you, Eric.
Guys, y'all take care. And
Thanks,
Merry
Eric.
Christmas to you.
Appreciate it. Coming up next, Rod Reed, longtime head coach at TSU, and his son Marcel will be playing in the college football playoff for Texas A&M tomorrow. We'll talk to Rod. Coming up next, Jason Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Friday. College football playoff going to get underway tonight with Alabama and Oklahoma. And then at 11 o'clock tomorrow on 102.5 The Game, Miami and Texas A&M. The quarterback for Texas A&M, of course, is Nashville's very own Marcel Reed, and his father, Coach Rod Reed, joins us now here on the program. Coach, how the heck are you?
I'm good. What about you guys?
We're doing fantastic. Thanks so much for joining us today. I can remember back when you would do a weekly with Greg and Big Joe, and Marcel would be in the back seat as you took him to school, and now he's getting ready to play in a college football playoff game. I know you have to be very proud.
Oh, yeah, we are. We're very proud.
So when are you headed down, or are you already there?
We actually place down here. We just got here.
Very, very nice. So what, if any, conversation have you had with him, as he gets ready to take on a really good Miami team?
We haven't had much conversation, just talk about things that kind of the basics that we talk about every week is, doing the things that are going to take for him to be successful in the game, is taking care of the football and making sure you're moving the chains and, playing smart.
Coach Rod Reed's with us on the Chasing Big Joe show. Coach, thanks for taking my call today. I appreciate you. We think the world of you. What's this ride been like this year for your boy? I mean, the game up in Notre Dame, I'm sure you're on pins and needles. Even though you came up short in that Texas game, just the environment and everything. What's it been like watching your son on this big stage this year?
Well, I try to stay even keel. But, it's been exciting, just to see him compete at the highest level and do it at a high level. It's been really, really cool to see.
That Notre Dame game, how nervous were you? How excited were you? All the environment Saturday night. I mean, your boys out there taking on Notre Dame. It's sometimes you pinch yourself.
A little bit, it's a little surreal sometimes, but it's he's competed at a high level, all his life, playing at NBA and, playing at that level is no easy task. And, he just kind of carried that same mindset over into college. Although the game speeds up a little bit, I think he's adapted well.
I know he had committed to Ole Miss out of high school, then went to A&M. What does he love about A&M? Because I got to tell you, watch those games on TV, 105,000 people there. I mean, and they're all cheering your boys' names. What's it like watching those games at Kyle Field?
Man, that's one of the greatest environments, if not the greatest environment I've ever been in. And, we've been to a lot of college stadiums, but it rocks in that place, man. And it's always electric. The fans are always, just on the edge of the seats. It's hard to sit down and watch a game because everybody's always standing up yelling. So it's a pretty cool environment.
Now, wait, aren't you a Texas guy? Then you grew up in Texas?
I did grow up in Texas. I grew up in East Texas, in Marshall, Texas, and most of my family now lives in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Oh, are they all coming down tomorrow for the game?
They try. You only get 6 tickets, and those playoff tickets ain't cheap. So, but yeah, we throughout the year, I think everybody's in the family has got an opportunity to witness a game, and I think I have a couple of sisters and a niece coming down for this one, and his aunt from Florida is coming. And, my wife and my daughter, Bria, who works, she's the assistant director of on-campus recruiting at LSU. She's here for the game tomorrow.
We're talking to Rod Reed, his son Marcel, with Texas A&M. So, obviously you've enjoyed watching Marcel over the last few years, but, what have you been doing? What do you miss about coaching?
Just the camaraderie, man. Being around the coaches, figuring it out. Attacking game plans and working through the ups and downs of the season, and those are the big things. But I think this time, God's timing is always perfect, and I think He set me aside to be able to sit back and enjoy this ride and watch this.
Got the Hurricanes tomorrow. Do you talk to Marcel about not about opponents, but about approaching games, advice? I mean, how do you keep Coach Reed from Dad Reed?
Marcel is like any other parent. Nothing we say is right. And somebody else can say the same thing to him after I've said it 5 minutes before, and it sounds like Nick Saban told it to him. But no, we do. We talk. I always ask him, probably on Tuesday and Wednesday, what are they giving you? What do you see? What coverages they're running, and just kind of those things. Getting the ball out, being on time, things of that nature. But yeah, we can talk football a little better now since he's in college. When he's in high school, he used to hate to ride home with me after the game. He ride home with his mom, so he wouldn't have to listen to me. But now, we have some decent conversation about football scheme and a game plan and the way they plan on attacking stuff.
We're talking to Rod Reed. His son Marcel's a head coach at Texas A&M. Here's the greatest compliment I have heard about your son was from other coaches, prep coaches here in Nashville, talking about your son. They're like, I don't care where he goes to college, just as long as he doesn't come back to NBA. They're like, just let him go. We're tired of seeing him. We're tired of getting beat by him. Let him go off to college. I mean, so watching your progression of your boy from junior high to high school coach and now to Texas A&M, it's got to be this wonderful journey for you, just watching this young man grow up. I mean, you see him every day, but grew up in front of your eyes and now leading Texas A&M. It's got to be wonderful.
Absolutely. And, the amazing part is I don't really think he scratched the surface of how good he can really be. I think he's still developing, but that learning curve comes a little fast when you're thrown in the fire. And he had an opportunity the last 6 or 7 games last year to get a lot of experience, and this year kind of carried that over. And I think the sky's the limit for him.
What are you doing tonight? I'm curious because the game is at 11 o'clock tomorrow. I'm sure you'll tailgate in the morning. Like, what's up? Will you see Marcel tonight?
Yeah, he's actually upstairs right now getting ready to go to the facility. So we just walked in, and he'll be leaving here in a second, going over to the facility to, I guess, start meetings and whatnot.
Well done. Coach, I know you're busy. We love you, man. Thanks for taking a few moments to talk to us. Good luck tomorrow, and we hope we see you in Miami in late January.
Hey, man, thanks for having me on and giggle.
There you go.
Thank you. Coach Rod Reed joining us here on the show. He'll always be coach to me, long time at TSU. But good luck to Marcel tomorrow. It's getting started. I mean, I'm the closer we get to kickoff for the game tonight, the more excited I get because I think we're going to see some good football. I hope we do, because if we don't, if they're all blowouts, then that's just going to be more fodder for people to bang on the committee. And in some ways, maybe they deserve it. But we'll talk about that and much more coming up next. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Friday. Broadcasting from the Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Game Nashville studios. Home of the $99 yearly Beehive membership with a buzz. Is always about great service. College football playoff getting underway. Tonight you can hear Oklahoma hosting Alabama starting at 6:30.
On the big dial here.
Yep.
Love it.
102.5 The Game.
I cannot wait for tonight. I'm so excited. I think it's really cool. It's a great game to have at Norman, to have the first playoff game this year on campus like that is going to be something. And I tell you, man, according to my friends, I mean, Oklahoma, Norman is on fire right now, and they're ready for tonight.
Let's see. I think Oklahoma wins that game. I know a lot of people are going to pick Alabama. But I just think at home, that atmosphere, this could be, Oklahoma's year. And they're a 1.5 point favorite.
Oh, that's not a lot. So basically pick them there. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we're going to see the Alabama team that won 4 straight over the top 25 opponents, or we're going to see the Alabama team that got punched in the face by Oklahoma. I mean, and the one that Georgia took to the woodshed. I mean, I don't know what we'll see tonight, but man, I mean, this could be something for if the rumors are still out there about DeBoer. I mean, if it's, I know he squashed them and said, we're not going to, I'm here for the long haul, but you lose that tonight. We know Alabama fans are, they ain't going to be happy with this.
By the way, you brought up Lyle earlier. Congratulations to them for winning the Xbox Bowl.
Oh, that's right. Last night.
34-28, Missouri State.
34-28. So he finishes, I think he gets a nice little bonus.
7-6.
7-6. Don't you sleep on Arkansas State and one Lyle Jones.
Old Butchie.
Don't do it. It's just funny, man, because
the funniest thing ever would be like Michigan would proudly like to introduce our new head coach, Butch Jones.
Could you imagine that? He ain't built for that.
No.
He ain't built
Everybody
for that.
would be like, what?
My favorite Butch Jones moment was after Jawan Jennings' touchdown catch, the Hail Mary, when he had the headset on.
The Dobnell boot.
And he just put down like to one knee, like, oh my God, this is my malpractice. We won this game today. And it was.
Is that his
else.
biggest win at Tennessee?
I think the Florida win, same year, because they had not beaten Florida.
Oh,
in a
that's
while.
right. They did beat Florida.
Remember, they were down 21-0.
2016?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Jawan had a good game. Who was the receiver from Station Camp? The wide receiver. Do you remember Dr. Crane?
Galen Hurd?
No, he went to Beach.
Yeah, he went to Beach.
Station Camp.
Josh Malone?
Josh Malone.
That's Parker back there.
Yeah.
Best, man. You're not paying attention. You're the best. Yeah, Josh Malone had a great game. That was fun. I mean, they were rolling. Remember they went down and played A&M and got beat by A&M in 2016. Yep. And then it was the South Carolina game, man. That was the one which knocked them out of everything in 2016. They were playing in the Music City Bowl, and then Derek Barnett broke the sack record, beat Reggie White. Still a good year, but they were there, man. They were so – that's also the year when Kamara stepped out of bounds against Vanderbilt.
Yep.
4th and 10, I'm going to step out of bounds 9 yards short of the first down marker.
According to the Google machine and the great work by Dr. Crane back there, his bonuses include incentives for wins over an AP top 25 team, $5,000, $25,000 for a bowl appearance, and $50,000 for a Sun Belt championship.
So we got $25,000 last night.
We're going to the bowl.
Way to go, Butch. Proud of you, buddy. Still sticking around. That's what he's been there since 21 or 22.
Yeah, and I mean, Arkansas State's they've kind of been like Western, that you've had either up and comers or reclamation projects come. I mean, Gus was there for a year.
Yep. Get to
then
the
who
ball
else?
game.
There's somebody else.
Blake Anderson was there.
Yeah.
He's now the coach at Southern Mississippi, man.
Coming up, so Kennesaw State scored. We're proud of them. They're losing to Western Michigan 41-6 in the fourth quarter in the Myrtle Beach Bowl.
Presented by whom?
I don't know.
It's presented by Engine.
Oh, Engine. Nice.
What is that?
What kind of engine?
Yeah, what is Engine? Dr. Crane, you know everything.
I believe engine is what you put in a car.
I'm gonna come there and stab you in the face.
Please don't
I know
do that.
He could be like Coach Hines.
Cromwell Media does not condone any kind of pacifier.
Myrtle Beach Bowl presented by Engine. Who's in the Pop-Tart? But that's still the best one now.
When is the Pop-Tart Bowl soon?
It's Georgia Tech and somebody.
BYU.
BYU. That's a fun bowl, man.
Well,
when is it?
I'll look it up in a second. But we got another bowl after this one.
Oh,
Coming up this afternoon down in Tampa.
is that the Gasparilla Bowl?
There's a Gasparilla Bowl. NC State going to play Memphis.
Oh man, I was gonna go to that game down there, but I got last night at the Mid-South Coliseum. I got a little too tipsy, and I took a couple fine ladies back over to the jungle room, and I didn't sleep a wink last night, man.
Gasparilla sounds like Priscilla.
Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me, man? I said, Priscilla. I said, I was Gasparilla. And she said, what'd you say? I said Priscilla. And she said, Gasparilla. Oh, man, now you got me. That's all I can think about.
NC State, a 3-point favorite in this one.
It's so odd when coaches leave.
Yeah.
Like if Silverfield had stayed at Memphis.
Is he coaching this game?
He is not.
So
he's gone.
He bounced.
Yep. He's gone. So an interim goes there. It's just I don't know what the stats are throughout, but coaches that leave and somebody else coaches the team.
Yeah.
That's why I'm interested about Ole Miss and Tulane. How does Ole Miss come out tomorrow? Because Kiffin's gone.
Yeah.
But I think 4 coaches have come back, are now helping out coach Ole Miss. Then we'll leave and go back to LSU.
Right.
Like Charlie Weiss Jr., I think, is coming back.
He did.
And a few of those. So
I always think it was fun that, like, Barry Alvarez did this a few times. Bob Stoops has done it. Like, you get the legend to, come back and be the interim for the bowl game.
let me ask you this then. If DeBoer does go to Michigan, now there's nothing out there that says he will, but if he does, who coaches Alabama? All the coaches
like
are gone.
if they win?
If he leaves, if he gets beat tonight and he goes, I'm going to take the Michigan job and goes to Michigan, I don't know why his name keeps coming up for Michigan. Does he have a connection there? I don't know why.
Yeah, he was connected to them when he was at Washington for some reason. I don't
know. I mean, they beat him.
I think he coached at like Central Michigan or one of the others.
So who gets Alabama? All the coaches are gone.
That's a great
That's
question.
leading into what you're talking about, Stoops.
Yeah.
Does Daddy come back for 1 year?
No, I don't think so. If I'm them, I think I could see Lincoln Riley. Go try and get Lincoln Riley to leave SC.
That'd be bad. They'll
Come
take
back
that.
to the,
That's a great one.
because like you're not like Dabo's stock, I think, is way down. You could go that route, but I don't think that'd be a popular move. Jimbo, no. Like any of the guys that are sitting out there, you're probably not going to take them.
Jimbo
Now,
coming back home.
I wouldn't roll it out, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think if you're going to go try and get somebody that is a hot name,
Imagine Jimbo at Tuscaloosa.
oh, they'd hate it. I think the fan base would implode.
I don't know. If you're going to come back and try to reclaim some of your glory, Alabama's go do it. But I think Lincoln Riley's good. Leave USC for Alabama.
Because look, I think it was a bad move for them to move to the Big Ten. I think they're way down in the totem pole right now. I think he's a good coach. But I think if things don't turn around this year, he's out. So stay one step ahead of the jailer.
Yep.
And if that job opens up in Tuscaloosa, you jump on it.
100%.
Now, I do think more people would be interested in it now than they were 2 years ago.
But I wonder, like Cristobal, I mean, he coached at Alabama, played at Miami. I mean, so would he want to go back there? Who knows?
Well, the other one could be Dan Lanning. Dan Lanning could leave Oregon.
Look at you. You're like a young Jerry Sexton or Jimmy Sexton, whatever the hell his name is.
Jerry's the cousin.
I didn't even think about Dan Lanning would be great.
Dan Lanning. I mean, Lincoln Riley would be an interesting one. Dan Lanning is probably the one.
Yep.
Because then, Oregon will do what they always do and just like, you.
Yeah. Remember that dumb Willie Taggart took that Oregon job for a year and left to go to FSU. They got fired there and went to FAU. Now he's a quarterback or something coach with the Ravens.
Yeah.
Dan Lanning's it. Dan Lanning's the one. You go after Dan Lanning.
Yep. He's probably the one with the highest stock.
And then I bet they'd pay him $15 million a year.
Yep.
Good. This is ridiculous.
It'd be a king's ransom because Will Stein's gone now. He's at Kentucky. He
Yeah.
was the OC at Oregon. So you
Yeah.
got to figure Phil Knight's going to throw literally the bank at him.
You know who I'm gonna throw a name at y'all, and you're gonna laugh, but I think it's a perfect fit if this scenario happened. Who I would go get for the Oregon Ducks? Dr. Crane's favorite coach, Dan Mullen. Go get him out of UNLV, give him like a sweet deal. See what happens. Have the Phil Knight money.
I really don't think he would take it.
I think he would.
I mean, when I saw the Dan Lanning Chevrolet commercial when we were in Vegas, I was like, he's there now. I mean, he's all about Vegas.
The Dan Mullen, you mean?
Who did I say?
Dan Lanning.
Yeah, Dan Mullen.
Yeah.
The Dan Mullen Chevrolet dealership commercial. His wife's got something cool, a cool deal out there too. I mean, the pressure at Oregon, oh man.
Well,
You made money.
UNLV job's only going to last for so long. I mean, the resources there are minimal. I mean, in comparison to everything else. Like if he plays his cards right, I think they could be a playoff team next year. Because he's bringing back Calandria, his quarterback. But a guy like Calandria's,
to Oregon?
No, not to Oregon. I'm saying at UNLV.
How do you know so much about UNLV?
I'm a Dan Mullen.
That's what I'm saying.
Fan.
He loves.
I love Dan Mullen.
So if I'm Dan Mullen, I'm staying in Vegas. I'm not taking these pressure dumb jobs.
Right,
I've got it made.
I'm saying after Calandria leaves and a lot of that recruiting class is gone, why not go to Oregon?
Chase McCabe and I saw Dan Mullen literally 3 minutes before kickoff taking pictures on the sidelines with boosters.
Yep.
He's got it made.
And he plays in here's the thing. He plays in an NFL stadium.
Yep.
That's very nice. But I could see him taking Oregon. I could see it. So I don't know. 615-737-1025. We'll have more with Chris Sanders next. 1025 The Game.
All right, welcome back into the Chase and Big Joe show right here on 102.5 The Game. As we do every Friday around this time, our main man, former Titan receiver, former Houston Oiler receiver, and best friend of the show, our good friend Chris Sanders. Chris, Merry Christmas. How are we today, buddy?
Man, I'm actually doing pretty good. Running around trying to do some Christmas shopping that I never do. So I'm just giving it my all. I'm giving it one for the giver, buddy.
2 words, gift cards.
Gift card, yeah. Yeah, it is crazy, man. What you gonna give me for Christmas this year?
Something I got you last year, a big old kiss on the cheek.
No, man, you got a Jeff Fisher mustache. It won't work, man. It won't work. It won't.
Hey, earlier
He's got you the complete collection to Judge Judy.
That's right, man.
Yeah. That's actually my show now is Press My Luck. So I love that show.
What is Press My Luck?
You don't remember that show?
Oh,
No Whammies. No Whammies. Come on, man.
No
Has it
whammies.
come back, or is this the old show?
Yeah, there's a new. I think there is a new version.
New one.
Oh, okay.
It is a new. Yeah, it is really, really, really good.
See, me and you and Chase and Dr. Crane and maybe Tehran need to go on Family Feud.
Oh man, we would tear that whole show down. Number one. I mean, it would be so much fun, and I think we'll actually win because you got TD, you got the smarts, I got the looks, and you guys got the body, so we're good to go, man.
We would lose everything. Hey, real quick, we had Rod Reed on at 12:30, father of Marcel Reed, and we've asked you this before, but to see Marcel Reed, Chris, I mean, look, you know that young man went through NBA.
Yes.
To see him on this stage tomorrow, college football playoff, and taking on Miami, only game going on at that time. What was that like? Watch that young man come through NBA.
Man, he's just got the it factor. And I remember when he came in as a rookie. I mean, as a freshman, and he weighed maybe about 94 pounds. I mean, his helmet was big, his shoulder pads were big. But then there was one game to where our other quarterback was struggling, our senior quarterback was struggling, and he just went in there like he's done it before. He went in there through a 60-yard pass and then scrambled for 25 yards and got a touchdown. So when I saw that, and I watched him handle the pressure situation, it just shows you, man, this guy's going to be something special, and he developed into that.
We're talking to Chris Sanders, Forever Titans wide receiver. Do you when you have a situation where, all right, you see a team on the schedule like the Kansas City Chiefs, you know what they are, and then all of a sudden their season doesn't go the way that everybody thought, and the quarterback is now out for the season, so you got a different quarterback. Is it easy to go, let your mind wander and say, oh, well, okay, we got this. I mean, this isn't the same Chiefs team, but to me, the Titans can't afford to think that way because they're not that good.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, it doesn't have the same oomph to it because, you got Mahomes out, you got Kelsey that's arguing it to everybody. You have a Tennessee Titans that, their record is really, really bad. But here's the thing that you got to understand, too, is guys are fighting for their jobs. You got guys that are auditioning for jobs next year and auditioning for this team next year. So it's going to be a hard-fought game. Jeffrey Simmons is going to come out and play well. But at the end of the day, we always talk about guys being a professional. And being a professional is not just finishing a sprint or tapping somebody on the back. It's doing it each and every day. So now you got a game to where you have no oomph. Mahomes is out. No guys are going to the playoffs. You're going to really see what professionalism is because you're going to see guys are going to go out and work hard regardless of what the records are.
With that being said, all right, so, we talked about these guys putting stuff on tape heading into 2026 going out there. You go back now to Cam Ward. Look, there's no pressure, right, on Sunday? I mean, you go out there, you got 3 games left. Right? I mean, I don't know. Look.
It's still a little pressure because everything that he does, everybody wants to see, is he growing or not? I mean, because if you look at last week, even though he threw 2 touchdowns, everybody's talking about the pass he missed to Van Jefferson. So he's consistently under the microscope. He's consistently, everybody's making sure that he improves because even though you're not going to the playoffs, even though the record is bad, people still want to see, are you improving and you're trusting the process? So, yeah, the pressure's on him every single game, every single practice, and everything that he does.
All right, so last night I got to listen to the Rams-Seahawks game on the radio.
Oh, my God.
But then this morning I went back and I watched the YouTube clip version of everything. Matthew Stafford and Sam Darnold had all day to throw the football.
Man.
I'm telling you. You put Matt Stafford and Sam Darnold behind this Titans offensive line, they look like Cam Ward. I don't know why people can't see this.
You have to see it because the thing about it is when you don't have time and you don't feel comfortable in the pocket, you're going to make rational and bad decisions. If you look at Stafford and those guys and Darnold, I mean, they can go through their whole read progression. They can say, okay, the first guy's not open, the second guy's not open. I can throw it to my swing guy. But if you look at Cam Ward, he has to get the ball that quick. Why? Because you have the defensive end in his mustache. So I don't think it's fair to compare to what he's doing, because the offensive line, no disrespect, the Tennessee Titans line is not very good. You have the Stafford and Darnold, their offensive lines are great. So you just can't compare. Why? Because it's not fair, because offensive line guys are doing terrible.
How much of it too, Chris, is the scheme? I hear you and Derek always use the phrase scheming guys open, and that is something that a lot of these, good offensive coordinators with
Yes.
the right O-line and the receivers that can make the plays. I mean, how much is that going to be important with whatever this new coaching staff looks like, to be able to scheme some of these guys, whether it's Iron Man or DK or whoever they bring in, open?
Yeah, I mean, the thing that you got to do is kind of like this. Just imagine you're in a 2x2 set, and just say that DK's the number one on the outside and Alex the number two. So what you would probably do is know that it's a quarter coverage, to where I will put the number one guy on the hitch and the number two guy running the post, because the safety's going to come up and the post is going to be open. So that's when you talk about scheming and making sure guys get open. Or you may have a situation to where you have four guys doing verts. You're going to 2x2. You got four guys doing three guys doing verts, and you have one guy running a shallow cross. So those are the things that you can do to scheme to where those guys can get open. And that's what you have to do as offensive coordinator, but also as a receivers coach.
And then you need time to throw the ball.
Yeah, you have to have time, because
Right.
yeah, it's true. I mean, because the thing about it is if you don't have enough time to throw the football, and you don't have enough time to go through your read progression, you're not going to make rational plays. Because I don't think it's fair to where, we're evaluating this guy, Cam Ward, because some of the throws that he's making. Because if you look at the pass that he threw to Van Jefferson, the reason why he couldn't do it is because he couldn't set his feet, because he was afraid that he was going to get hit. So you just got to look at it in through a fine-tooth comb and make sure you're looking at it the right way.
Exactly. And that's why people are like, well, I'm out on him. He's no good.
No.
I mean, honestly, try to
No.
do all that within 4 seconds and try not to get your head knocked off. I'd go back when he had time to
Yeah.
throw it in Miami.
Yes,
He was
absolutely.
great. Any quarterback who gets time
Uh-huh.
to throw the football is good. He's got a hell of an arm. He's a smart kid.
Yep.
And here's what I
Yep.
like about him, too. He doesn't complain.
Yeah, he doesn't. I mean, just imagine. I don't know if it's about 6 or 7 years ago when Tom Brady came here. Tom Brady's probably the best quarterback of all times. But Mike Vrabel blitzed him like crazy through the A and B gap, and he looked like he was a rookie. Why? Because he didn't have enough time to throw the ball. He didn't have enough time to go through his read progression. And then you have a situation with Cam. Everybody like, oh, he missed Van Jefferson. He's terrible. He should have threw it wide open. The reason why he didn't have enough time to throw it wide open is because he was afraid that somebody was going to hit him in the mustache. So you just got to make sure you evaluate it the right way, because you have two different situations and two different offensive lines.
Oh, I totally agree. And let me ask you this.
Sure.
There's a big thing this week about Cam Ward wants to have a little insight on the new head coaches. I got no problem with him talking to candidates coming in. Why do we have a problem with this?
See, it's not just about, okay, I want him, I don't like him. It's because you got to have your head coach and your offensive coordinator on the same page. They got to have the same mindset. They have to have the same eyes, because I'm going to give you a perfect example, and this is no disrespect. When you had Jerry Rome coaching Steve McNair, they didn't get along and they didn't see eye to eye. So that's why Steve McNair's career didn't really take off. But once he got Les Steckel, somebody that was an offensive coordinator that could talk to him, that explain to him and be patient with him, that's when his game took off. So when you have Cam Ward, you want to talk to a guy to say, okay, I get along with this guy. I respect this guy. I want him to teach me the right techniques, but also we have the same eyes. And it's a situation like this. Just imagine they're in a game and, the offensive coordinator or the head coach doesn't see something on the defense, but Cam does. He makes the check. Why? Because they have the same eyes, and that's what you want with the next guy coming in.
Thank you. I mean, they're not getting rid of Cam Ward. Let's stop all that. That's nonsense talk. And then I got no problem with if 4 or 5 coaches come in and say, hey, what's your philosophy? What are you going to do? He's not making the decision.
See, that's the key. It's what's your philosophy? You want to do what he did at University of Miami when he was at, University of Washington State. You want to have him to be comfortable how he was in those two places. And if you get a guy that comes in here and starts screaming, and I would do it my way, and if you don't like it, hit the highway, you're going to have a quarterback and you're going to lose him. You don't want to lose your quarterback. You want to bring somebody in that builds him up with confidence, that builds him up with space, confidence and faith, but also teach him the proper schemes, how to go through your read progression, how to look off your receivers, how to do, things that you are capable to doing as a top-notch quarterback. That's the kind of guy you want to bring in, not a guy just, it's my way, no way, and if you don't do it, you can hit the rope. Man, that ain't coaching. That's been a sorry coach. Is filling your guy with confidence and make him special on the field. That's what we're looking for.
He is Chris Sanders, Forever Titans wide receiver. Chris, want to say Merry Christmas to you and the family. We'll be off
For you too,
obviously
man.
next week, but just appreciate you, and we look forward to new things in the new year.
Absolutely. Love you guys so much, and you have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas, man. Y'all take care.
You too. Chris Sanders
Okay.
joining us here on the program, Forever Titans wide receiver and a part of the pregame show as well, which will be Sunday at JBJ's downtown. Big Joe, Chris Sanders, and Derek Mason getting you ready for Titans and Chiefs. We'll react to some of that coming up next. Chasing Big Joe on this Friday, 102.5 The Game. I never know where Dr. Crane's gonna go when it comes to the music.
Dr. Crane, you get $1. What movie is this from?
Great question. I don't want $1.
No, you do. Everybody wants $1. It's from Footloose.
Okay. Well, you're not trying to make me holler.
What?
I get what you're trying to do, Joe. I follow your methods.
It's a question about what movie is this song from.
Well, it's not. I don't know the movie. You said Footloose. I didn't know. So
You never heard
Do
of
you
the movie
know
Footloose?
the movie Footloose?
Oh yeah. I watched it in grade school.
Okay.
What I do like reports.
Who's
on.
in Footloose?
I don't know.
Kevin Bacon.
Oh, my God.
Isn't that the? No, it's
No.
not the movie.
Isn't the what? Please go.
No, I'm good.
No. Tell us.
I got it mixed up with Dirty Dancing.
Easy to confuse those two.
No,
It's
it's
the
not.
two of them. Nobody puts Dr. Crane in a corner, right?
That's right.
Oh, if I'm in a corner, guess what? I'm only going forward. Watch out.
God almighty. Yeah, big weekend plan, buddy.
Yeah, I got a lot of my family coming in, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
So pumped.
You're making pizza?
No, Saturday morning normally do like a family Christmas breakfast at my uncle's place in Fairview, so this will be fun.
Oh, nice. Do you make the sauce?
No, it's not an Italian breakfast. It's just, hash brown, casserole, biscuits, sausage. My uncle makes this sausage bread. It's pretty good. He rolls it like a regular loaf of bread, but it looks like a cinnamon roll, but with sausage in it. So yeah.
Oh, good. By the way, how's Snickers? What was your
Skillet. Yeah, I
Your
got
pig.
about half the fridge left, so we're good.
Does that stuff go bad? I mean, what's like the expiration date on your pig?
If you freeze it, it's fine. Just freeze the meat.
That is what,
What she said.
I'm so sorry.
No,
And to
you're
all
not.
those driving on I-24, 40, 65, we apologize, but not really.
It's just every time I grab, some sausage out of the freezer, it reminds me of Austin Powers when he's in that cryotherapy thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Where he lost his mojo?
Yeah, and he gets out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
All right. Be careful when you open the freezer and grab your sausage. Just be careful. All right. If you don't mind there, especially with family in town.
Yeah.
Chase,
that
can I
is
take that comp day now?
true. Yeah, you can. You can take 'em all.
Southwest. Want to get away?
Have you seen this video? We haven't talked about this yet. I think it's hilarious. This video of it's like a school pageant or whatever, and they're singing Rocky Top, and there's a kid in the back.
Is that little girl?
No, it's a guy, a boy
Okay.
that's a Georgia fan, and he's just shaking his head. He's refusing to sing it.
Won't sing it.
And like it's gone viral, and everybody's like, "Man, it just means more."
Oh,
This is college
yes.
football. I think it's fantastic.
Oh, how old is the kid? 10,
He
maybe?
looks like probably 10, somewhere in there. And I mean, he's got like arms
blame him.
crossed, and he's just shaking his head like, "Nope, I am not singing this song."
I don't blame him at all. I would not do it either. Good for them. I also want to say a very thank you last night to the Rams and Seahawks. Listen to the game on the radio. It restored my faith in the National Football League. After I watched the highlights this morning, that was one of the best football games in the last 10 years. Easily.
Yeah.
Teams going for two, scoring, everything going on last night.
Yeah. So I knew like at the end, I'm watching the end, and in my head, I'm thinking, okay, LA scored. If Seattle scores, I'm going for 2
Yes.
because otherwise this is going to end in a tie.
Right.
And one, did you think it was an interception? Do you think Stafford threw a pick?
I don't know. That's a tough one.
I think it was close, but I think they got it right because I think the ball moved too much.
Okay.
And
I can see that.
I've always kind of considered if the ball moves a lot,
It does. Right. You
it's
don't
not a
tuck it in
catch.
there. You're right.
Right. So I think they got that right. But no, I loved that decision.
Absolutely.
Like absolute, just go for the win at this point.
You're on the 3-yard line. You got your best 11 out there. Go for the win. All these coaches who kick it and want to tie and play defense. I mean, just go. You got your guys out there. Go for it and make it happen. That was a great football game. They were hitting hard, great plays, big explosive plays. It restored my faith in the National Football League because a lot of these games are terrible. Not a lot. About 80% of them are terrible in the NFL. That last night was one of the best football games. Listening to it was even better because I was visualizing what was happening because I had to work last night. So I was listening on the radio, and it was just great. And see it today on the clips was like, all right, this was great. Good for them. And the Seahawks won 38-37 last night. I saw your thing about the Seahawks uniforms. Not a fan.
Yeah, well, that was Ricky. I mean, so to me they look like Oregon. Like
Yeah,
they looked like Oregon. I like the helmet. Like the helmet's cool.
Right.
But yeah, I mean they looked like the Ducks. That's just what I thought they were.
I like the old Seattle.
Sure.
All this isn't like doing it for me. So I think that's cool. I think the Rams look good last night. I just thought that was really a good football game, fighting for playoff spots now. Now they're both teams are 11-4 and coming down the wire, man. One of those two teams going to get to the Super Bowl.
Oh, I think so. I mean, right now, so Seattle now has the lead. They're 12-3.
Oh, they're 12-3.
Yeah, they're 12-3. So they've both clinched a playoff spot. From what I can tell, yeah, they both clinched a playoff spot, and the Rams can still win the division. But right now, the Seahawks not only have the division, but they have the number 1 seed in the NFC.
So the Rams are 10 or were the Rams 11-4?
11-4.
Okay, all right. Well, that was good, man. Just everything about that game last night was just the suspense and all that went on with that. Thank you, Seattle and Los Angeles.
So let me ask you this, and we can answer this on the other side, because we have this debate every year when there's a really good division and it's a stacked division. But like, whoever doesn't win between Seattle and LA is going to be a wild card. So they're going to be the 5th seed.
Mm-hmm.
Don't answer this after the break. Do you think they should finally do what the college football playoff did and seed on record and not on just divisions? We'll talk about that.
There we go.
Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game.
Varner in motion. Darnold throws, caught for the 2 points. Eric Saubert. They throw to a guy who hadn't made a catch or was targeted all night long. What a game.
Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Friday. So that was Uncle Al last night on Thursday Night Football.
Was he paying attention last night?
I think so.
Okay.
It's going to be weird when there's no Al to call games anymore, but seems like he's still going strong. So I asked you, is it time for the NFL to, redo how they seed the playoffs? And, now it is they seed with the divisions 1 through 4, and then you have 3 wild cards in each conference. And what ends up happening is you have a team that doesn't win their division that has a better record than some division winners, and then they got to go on the road and get punished for not winning the division, a la Minnesota a few years ago.
Yeah.
And look, I can sit here and I can say, well, win more games and win your division. That's fine. But I do think that when it comes to the playoffs, you should seed the best 7 teams in order. So I'm in favor of just a straight seed.
You answered my question.
Okay.
Win more games.
Yeah, well, I figured it. I figured that was going to be your answer.
Win it. Win the division. I'm tired of this. Let's get you in here because it didn't go well for you over here. Win your games. Win your games, and you win the division.
But you do win games. Like LA's 11-4. They've won 11 games. That's a hell of a.
Should have won last night.
Okay.
Tough tattoo. Right? I mean, I'm just saying we get all this.
All right, but again, why is it fair that Tampa Bay, that could very well win their division with a losing record, have a higher seed than Los Angeles that is in a different division?
Because you're in the other division. I see the argument. I'm not giving it next year. What if it's Tampa and Carolina? And they're both 13-4, and then the Rams are going to get it. It's cyclical, man. It always changes. It always goes on. It's the way it's meant to be. And that Clark Lee, I have the utmost respect for Clark Lee because what he said after the college football playoff. Remember what he said?
That we had to win our games.
Had to win our games. God bless you, Clark Lee, for understanding
I get
what
it.
it is.
I get it. I get both sides of this argument. But, I think if they went ahead and changed it, which I know has been on the table the last year or so, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Okay, now this is an argument in hockey as well? In the
the thing with hockey is, so it used to they're the opposite. So it used to be they would seed 1 through 8.
Okay,
divisions didn't matter. It was just they seeded 1 through 8. Now they do go by division. And so the top 3 teams in each division get into the playoffs, and then they have 2 wild cards in each conference. But the way that's set up is they basically have 2 and 3 in each division play each other, and then 1 plays wild card 2 and 2 plays wild card 1.
Okay.
So it's still essentially 1 plays 8, 2 plays 7. If you're looking at it from that realm, but then you got 2 teams that are closer together if you're the 2 or the 3 seed playing each other, and then they don't reseed after the first round. So then it sets up where you have potential conference championship matchups in the second round.
What was it like in 17 with the Preds when they made it? Was it the old way?
No, I don't think so. It might have been.
Because they played the Blackhawks, who were number 1. And then were the Blues?
Well, because the next year when they won the President's Trophy, I mean, that was the whole – everybody was griping about it because they got Winnipeg in the second round.
Right.
Which that should have been a conference championship matchup. I think it was that way. I think it's been this way since the lockout.
Okay. Well, that was a fun time back then, that run.
Yeah.
It's the way the things are. Remember one year the NFC West had a 7-9 team made the playoffs? But that's why you got the divisions like that. Like, I'm watching the AFC North between the Ravens and the Steelers. I think that's cool. those teams are battling out for that one spot. Only one team's going to get in the playoffs. That's because the division, those teams are in there together. The records aren't that great. One team is 8-6, others 7-7. So that's cool like that. I don't mind that. This is all just shoehorning people back into playoffs. Just win your games, man. End of the day, win your games. Fun fact, by the way, the Memphis uniforms on fire today. Absolute fire.
Oh, I like those.
We're down in thinking of NC State.
Who is that?
Man, it's Memphis and the guy in the Priscilla Presley Bowl down there in Tampa today. They look good. No, so I get what you're saying, but look, win the games. That was a huge win last night for Seattle, man. That was really good. It was a fun game. But the Rams are going to be right there the whole time. If they meet up in the playoffs again, don't be surprised.
So Max Hers just sent this to me, and I'm going to read this verbatim because I know you're going to love this sentence. If the NHL season ended today, the 2 and 3 best record in the league would play in the first round, and that would be Dallas and Minnesota.
Okay.
Which Dallas has 51 points, Minnesota at 47. Dallas is 23-7-5, Minnesota 21-9-5, and they would play in the first round.
Mm-hmm. But
I mean, those are the rules, but like I hate those rules.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I look at it. So right now, let me pull up.
Didn't the NBA get away with that? They went to just conferences now.
Yeah, I'd get rid of divisions. I hate divisions. I think just do straight conferences
and have the top 8 go to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Sure.
Our top, what is it now? 7?
Yeah. In NHL, I don't know.
No, in football.
Yes.
So okay, so change it to 8. I mean, you got 32, whatever. I mean, you would then have half the teams make the playoffs, but that's what hockey does. That's what I think basketball does.
Okay.
So you have 16 teams make the playoffs, 8 from each conference. But like if the NHL, if you just looked at it by conference right now, in the West, Colorado's number 1, San Jose is 8th. So you would have Colorado play San Jose, Dallas would play the Kings, Minnesota would play Edmonton, and then 4 or 5 Vegas and Anaheim. And that would be your matchup.
Okay. That's not nothing wrong with that.
I want to say 2017 might have been the last year they did it this way. Now that I'm thinking through it.
I just remember it was 1 versus 16 because somebody did the whole thing.
Well, because remember, or no, it was the year before. It was the year before because remember, Nashville had to go to Anaheim in the first round. And then they went to San Jose in the second round.
16? I thought San Jose beat him in the championship.
It won the championship. It was the second round.
Was it?
Yeah, but they went 7 games with Anaheim.
Right.
7 games with San Jose. Lost in game 7 in San Jose.
Right.
Shea Weber had the worst game of his career.
Well, like 7-0.
I don't remember if it was that much, but remember Shea, like, he was terrible. He was just awful in that game. And that was his last game.
And the Paul's like, get out of here.
Yeah.
Man.
And then the next year sweep Chicago, beat St. Louis in 6, and then Anaheim in 6, and then lose in 6 to Pittsburgh.
That's right. It's fun. And
then the next year, beat Colorado in 6, lose to Winnipeg in 7.
And then 19, what happened? Finish it off.
Lost to Dallas in 6.
That's right. And then COVID hit, and I don't remember.
And then Peter Laviolette said, "I'm going through Big D, and I don't mean Dallas."
Sure did. And then PK Subban's like, "Let me get a picture with Dak Prescott." Well, he just got eliminated. Who cares?
I think I've told the story. I witnessed that because I was walking through downstairs to go to the Preds locker room, and you pass the Stars locker room. And so Dak and Zeke were standing right there, which I will admit, as the Cowboys fan, I was kind of like, okay, this is kind of cool. And they like see me and they're like, "Hey, what's up, man?" I was like, "Hey, what's up?" Like, all right, cool. They acknowledge me. They know I exist. This is great. And then PK comes walking up, and yeah, that's when they did all that.
It's a moment in time right there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things happen right after that.
Yeah, it was cool. Here's the thing. People make such a big deal about stuff like that. The game's over. The series is over. you're an athlete, they're an athlete. They recognize you, you recognize them. If they want to get a picture together, like maybe wait to post it, but I don't care. It doesn't bug me.
Okay.
I know it bugs a lot of people.
Right. It does.
But like my thing is like, just does it really change anything?
My thing is, do you get mad anymore that you lose? Right? I mean, I don't. Was he mad? Was PK Subban mad? That
Oh,
they got
yeah, I'm
eliminated?
I'm sure he was. But I mean,
It's a bad look.
what are you
Like swapping jerseys after a game.
I know.
I hate. Be mad you lost.
I guess that you're right. You're not I'm not you're not wrong.
Right?
That like you should have guys that hate losing. Like I almost we've talked about this before. I would almost rather have a guy on my team that hates losing more than he loves winning.
Sure.
Like, you know,
100%.
because in turn that guy loves to win.
Yeah, I get
Because
all
he
that.
hates to lose. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. When is a good time? I mean, like, you know, the jersey swap thing, I agree. Like, I think it's cool that the guys do that, but like they're on the field after you just beat the you know what out of each other.
Yeah.
I mean, is that really appropriate, or do people really care?
Yeah, I mean, there's not really a right or wrong answer, right? I mean, it's just your opinion on what it is. I'm not a fan of it. Do it in the tunnel after the game, shake hands, all that other good stuff. But I don't know. I've never been a fan of like you just got beat 49-6, and then look at what's happening. Prime example, was it this Cardinals receiver? Not to that extreme, but they're going. Arizona Cardinals guy catches a pass. I just saw it last night. And he gets up, he does the spin on the ball, and they're trying to win the game. So the ball's spinning, and he's celebrating. And then the ref's trying to get the ball to get the center to reset. And then he realizes what he's done because he's dumb. And then all this time goes off the clock, and they lose the game.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, that's just a bonehead
God,
move.
I'm just an old man. I'm so sorry. I apologize.
But I think sometimes the old man that yells at cloud is right. And it's like, well, you know, you should think like, don't drop the ball at the one.
Yeah.
Like, to me, common sense would say you secure that ball and hold it, and you cross the line. Like you wait till you're deep in the end zone. You know that the color is going to change, and you look down, and if you see red or black or blue or white or green or whatever, you're good. Drop the ball. But if you see grass and white lines, you should probably not drop the ball.
Well, like Tim Hasselbeck said, you're too busy worried about your celebration.
Yeah.
What's the maddest you've ever been at a team losing? The absolute maddest you've ever been.
I'll tell that coming up next. Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Well done, Dr. Crane. That's a classic right there, JoJo.
He is massively underrated in 90s country. Mark Chestnut, massively underrated.
I agree. By the way, we had our holiday party last night at JBJ's. Dr. Crane was the star of the show and had a good time. But appreciate JBJ's for having us. And obviously this year, the last 2 years being there for our holiday party and the pregame show where you are going to be Sunday. So
That's right.
just love working with them and everybody there. And it was a great time last night. So it's a good time.
Good times, man.
Mattis, I have been at a sporting event. Is that what?
Yeah, that your team is lost. Yep.
So, like for one of my teams, I was furious. Man, it's probably been like 6 years ago. The Braves lost. I want to say to the Cardinals in the wild card round, and it was just stupid. And like just played like absolute ass and lost the game. And I was sitting at a Buffalo Wild Wings and I thought, okay, here we go. They're going to win this game, move to the divisional round, all this stuff. And I was like, I hate this stupid wild card crap. Like go back to the old way. I mean, I was pissed. So there's that. But I think the Mattis, I was in high school. I was a sophomore in high school. And I became the manager of the basketball team. We're in the district tournament that we were actually hosting at FRA. And it was weird because, you know, in those tournaments, like sometimes you're the road team, sometimes you're the visiting team. So we were on the different bench and everything was like thrown off and stuff. And you know how this goes sometimes. You have in high school, football or basketball or whatever, you have the ref that wants to be the show.
Yeah.
So
always
there was a ref that just thought it was all about him. And we were playing CPA and they didn't have there was no shot clock. So the thing that used to infuriate me about some of those CPA teams is they just hold the ball for a quarter. I mean, they would literally just hold it. And so it was a low scoring game. And so it's one of those situations. Like at one point, our players sat down. Like that's how this was. Like they stood there and literally held the ball. It's the worst thing ever. So and we're playing we may have been playing Ezel. I don't remember. But the ref just kept making terrible calls, nothing going our way, and coach is getting furious. And just like is giving it to, finally just gives it to him. So he gets teed up. And like as soon as the ref does the tee to our coach just crosses his arms and just laughs. and just, it's like, okay, whatever. So we end up losing the game and see them again in the region and win and all that stuff. But I was so mad because like I loved our coach, Coach Tackett. He is a huge reason of why I am who I am. And so I was like ready to go. Here I am 16 years old, ready to go fight a ref for teeing up my coach.
Good Lord.
like I was pissed. And so he like pulls me aside and he's like, Chase, sometimes I want that to happen. Like, it's okay because we weren't playing well.
What was the coach's name again?
Coach Tackett.
Coach
Glenn
Tackett.
And he was just laughing. He was like, sometimes it's okay. But it used to crack me up with some of the, like, you remember John Pierce, right? Played at Lipscomb.
Oh, yeah.
Who actually, I believe, still holds the record for the most points in college basketball in any division. So he was our assistant coach, and we were playing, I want to say we were at Station Camp High School, and we were playing there, and he like looked at, he kind of did like shrug to the ref, like, hey, what was that? And he got teed up.
Can't do that stuff, man.
Like it was, yeah. So I mean, that was one of them.
I lost a fantasy football game in 2000. Rod Smith scored a 2-point conversion. I lost by 1 point. I was working at Channel 2 at the time. I actually got myself so angry and so mad that I almost went to the ER that night because I'd lost a fantasy football game. That drove me. I was so mad. And then 1990, and I'm not the biggest Tennessee Vol fan, but I like it when they beat Alabama. I always like when they beat Alabama. And in 1990, Tennessee was ranked 3rd, and they lost to Alabama in Knoxville 9-6. And it was 6-6. Tennessee goes to win the game. Their field goal gets blocked. They run it back. Then Alabama kicks a field goal. Philip Doyle kicks a 47-yard field goal, which would have been good. I'm telling you, would have been good from 75 yards.
But you don't care because you hate kickers.
I hate kickers, right? And Tennessee loses that game 9-6. I mean, Neyland Stadium was irate. And these Alabama fans were so and good. You won the game, and they were so obnoxious after the game that I was like, here we go. We're going to brawl outside Neyland Stadium. And we didn't. And again, I'm not the biggest Tennessee fan, but I like when they beat Alabama, and it didn't happen. And then Philip Doyle won, and then Johnny Majors made Tennessee go practice after that game because they lost it. That was a
I love
crushing loss for the Vols in 1990. And just like a few weeks earlier, they'd beaten Florida on that Saturday night game. Vol fans, you remember Dale Carter ran the second half kickoff back, and you beat Florida. Was it 45-3? I think it was. And so the different emotions happening, but losing that's why I've always hated Rod Smith, and I hate the Broncos because that 2-point conversion. And then Philip Doyle, who I knew years later. And I was like, man, he's like, yeah, it was a big win for us. I'm like, hell yeah, it was. Huge win for you.
Well, I mean, look, I just think that's what sports does. It'll just pull the emotion out of you.
Well, the reason I popped up, because Memphis is playing now. Vol fans, you remember when Memphis beat you on 96 at the Liberty Bowl? There were a lot of irate thought. That's the $15 million loss because that game knocked them out of a major bowl. And Memphis ended up going.
Well, didn't they only have one loss that year, and it was to Florida?
Yeah, it was. Yep. And then that made it number 2. They got knocked out of the big bowls. Memphis did that too.
Because that was Peyton's last year. Junior year.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they lost that in the Liberty Bowl. And then so you roll and you lose. So a lot of Tennessee fans, Tennessee Titans fans and Ball fans have had a lot to be angry about over the last 30 years.
Mark on our text line says, the maddest I've been after a game, Memphis losing to Kansas in the national championship. All we had to do is hit free throws. Sat in my recliner for 3 hours after the game, just staring at the TV. But turns out the Final Four got stripped from Memphis anyway. Thanks, Coach Cal.
Right. I was going to ask you. I said, yeah, how's that look in the record books? Yeah, that's all gone, man. That was a great game, too.
Here's the thing. I was pulling for Memphis because they're the home state team, but I really didn't care at the end of the day. But going back to Coach Tackett, he was huge about you hit your free throws.
Yeah.
They're called free throws. You hit your free throws. And he made them practice free throws. That's how we ended every practice. Every practice, everybody had to go shoot free throws.
Could you hit a free throw right now?
Probably not. I mean, I
love free throws.
So another quick funny story. So senior year, we had lost the game. I forgot who it was because we couldn't hit free throws. We were below 50% from the line. He was furious. He was absolutely furious. Like the bus ride home was usually just me and him because the guys would ride back with their parents. And he was just like, I can't believe we couldn't hit those. He was
just you and him
furious.
On the bus?
Yeah. So he goes, I'm going to run. He goes, be ready. We're going to have a long practice tomorrow. And he used to say that a lot. And I'd be like, okay, whatever. And then
right.
They practiced for 2.5, almost 3 hours.
Good.
I had made plans because this was like a Friday, I think, Thursday or a Friday. And so I had somebody waiting on me, and I was like, Coach, can we wrap this up? And he was not having it. He was in a terrible mood. And so at the end, so he goes, so like halfway through,
okay,
he goes, here's the deal. Everybody lines up and we're going to shoot free throws. And we got to go through the line twice. Each time there's a miss, we start it all over again. So it's like you got to go through the line twice to hit this because they couldn't hit free throws.
You get one shot.
You get one shot the first time through, but then you got to go the second time through because it's like you're hitting 2 free throws at the line.
I like
So of course somebody misses and they got to start all over again. Well, I'm down at the other end, just bored. So I'm shooting. I'm just standing there shooting free throws. Well, I get into a rhythm and I hit like probably 8 of 12. Just standing there. And he's watching me do this. So finally, they've been doing this for an hour. Like going back through to do this. And he blows the whistle and he says, "All right, I'm going to give you guys a choice. We can keep doing this until y'all hit this." And they're exhausted. Like they can't hold they're absolutely exhausted. And he says, "We can keep doing this, or seniors, you make the decision. Chase comes up here and if he hits 2, we're done. If you can put it all on Chase, but if he misses, then he was going to make him run or something. I forgot what it was.
Okay.
So it was like, that was the choice. And they're like, "Chase, get over here."
And what happened?
Banged them both.
So these long rides back with the coach on the bus driver and you two?
No, he was driving
the bus.
Yeah.
You ever say, "Hey, Chase, you like movies about gladiators?"
No, but we would talk. We were close. He looked out for me.
Like, you ever been to a Turkish prison?
It was not.
What's he doing now? Don't tell me he's passed away.
No, he's playing golf.
Retired?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Being grandpa. I'd still talk to him every now and then. So
is he bald?
Not really.
I would think coaching high school basketball.
A little bit. I think it thinned him out.
I could not imagine. That would be
He's a great man, though.
Good.
Great man, for sure. All right. Story time with Chase is over. We'll come back with hour number 3. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, hour number 3, 102.5 The Game on this Friday. Hope you're having a great day so far. We're going to give away our 12 days of Christmas coming up here in just a few minutes. Would Elvis say that it was 12 days of Christmas?
He's like, man, I have a blue Christmas without you. I think it's a little song. I read that song one time. I was like, man, I ain't singing that sissy stuff. He said, "Go." So I got a problem with this. I mean, I'm being an old man today. These games being on TNT this weekend, like Tulane Ole Miss is on TNT tomorrow.
Why does that bother you?
Why are you not on the big dial? Why not ABC, ESPN? You paid all this money. Why are you putting it on TNT?
A lot of people watch TNT and TBS.
But why?
They have the NBA. They have hockey.
But why are you giving it to them? You paid all this money to have these games.
I have no idea.
At least tonight, Alabama and Oklahoma is on ABC, ESPN, and going on. And for that, the winner of the Alabama-Oklahoma game plays Indiana in the Rose Bowl on January the 1st.
So wait, which one? The winner of Alabama-Oklahoma?
Plays Indiana's like, oh, God.
Oh, yeah, because Indiana's in the Rose and not Ohio State.
Who beats Indiana, Alabama or Oklahoma?
I think both.
Same.
Yeah. I mean, look, they had a great season, and they beat Ohio State, so credit to them. And maybe they prove everybody wrong and win the whole damn thing, and if they do, more power to them. But show me. I mean, the SEC bias is showing.
That's fine.
Show me. Just show me.
That's fine. What do all these coaches say when they play the SEC schools? They haven't played SEC schools. The speed.
Yeah, it's different.
We did not know the speed. So I do. Oklahoma, for some reason, is just really playing good, tough defensive football, and watch them get beat by 40 tonight. But they're playing Indiana in the Rose Bowl. We don't talk about Texas Tech a lot because we don't see them a lot, but like they'll get Oregon next week in the Orange Bowl, or that's going to be January the 1st too as well. Now the Orange Bowl's at 11 o'clock, January the 1st.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Shouldn't the Rose Bowl be?
The Rose Bowl has some weird thing. You can look it up where they don't change their time.
Yeah.
They've been like a problem in this the whole time. Like they will not change their time. They will not go night. They will not go morning. They'll go right where they are. I don't know. There's been a big stories about that forever with the Rose Bowl. I don't know. But 11 o'clock. You were too young. Back in the day, here we go, old man, was like the Cotton Bowl came on like at noon, and then the Rose Bowl be after that. Then at night you had to choose between the orange and the sugar.
Yeah.
They're on the same time. You had to choose. What am I going to watch? And usually you'd watch the sugar because that's the SEC tie-in back in the day. Orange Bowl always had Oklahoma or Nebraska taking on some independent, beating the snot out of them. And then the Sugar Bowl be like,
didn't ABC have one and NBC had the other?
Yep. And the Orange Bowl halftime show took 5 hours to do. But then, like, you look back, I mean, the Sugar Bowl, like Georgia and Penn State, Alabama, Barry Cross, goal line stand doing all that. And then Orange Bowl had a few games too. And they got the Nebraska-Miami game in 83, which is a huge, monumental game, and got Miami winning national championship. And Tom Osborne was denied that. But that was just so complicated, and they're everywhere. It's like that one day you could sit down. Oh, and the Fiesta Bowl was added to the mix later on too as well to do all that. But I get it. Money drives everything now, and I'm really looking forward to this playoff season more than I was last year because I think there's a lot of really good story. Like, is Indiana going to go far? We don't talk about Texas Tech, even though Chris Childer says they're going to win the whole thing. I think Georgia wins it. They're just so tough right now.
Well, I mean, I think another one sorry to cut you off. No. Ole Miss. I mean, what is Ole Miss going to be without Lane?
That might be the best story.
I mean, I think every matchup has a storyline. James Madison getting in because of the rules, essentially.
So if they get beat 56-0, what's your immediate reaction?
The committee looks stupid. But to their credit, they were playing by the rules. But that should go away.
But if they hang tough and lose by 3,
then there's going to be an argument that the group of 5 belongs. Look, I've told you this. This is what I would do. You decide, okay, we're going to stay at 12, or we're going to be 16 or 24 or 32 or whatever you're going to do. All right?
hate all that.
Okay. Well, let's just settle on 16.
Okay.
Let's say 16 is a good number,
Right.
right? You decide it's going to be 16. Well, then the group of 5 is going to have a 16-team playoff as well. And you have the group of 5 do their thing. You have the Power 4 do their thing, and you'd be done with it. No more of this. Oh, they get a seat at the table, because 9 times out of 10 they're going to lose 56-0, and it's not going to be competitive. And then you're going to have those kids like hanging their head, and it's like, okay, well, you know what? You're a really good team, and if you had your own damn playoff, you'd probably win the whole thing. But no, everybody want to make you feel good, and you go play with the big boys, and you get your ass kicked.
So if group of 5 does this best of 16, bowls are done.
You figure out how to incorporate that.
So like the Gasparilla Bowl right now being
Could be a play. Could be Memphis. Well, not that either one of these teams would be in it, but Memphis, NC State.
Memphis group of 5.
You know?
NC State's not. Yeah, I get it. I don't know. I just
Look, and I know people are going to, complain about that too, but like it's absolute BS that 2 group of 5 teams got into the playoff. It just is.
so by adding more teams, you're adding teams that aren't going to win the national championship. We went through this the other day.
You've already done that, Joe.
No, I'm talking in the Power 4. If
Right.
you add more teams, these teams you add aren't going to win the national championship.
Okay.
They're not.
But the games are going to be better than having Oregon, James Madison.
Okay.
Now watch, James Madison will win by 3.
Well, of course, because we're talking about it. But you add, do you think, all right, you think Ole Miss can win the national championship?
No.
Miami?
No.
A&M?
Yes.
Okay. A&M's ranked 7th going into this.
Yep.
You think Indiana can win the national championship?
I do, but like there's so much unknown.
So you look at, 8th is Alabama. You think they can win the national championship?
I mean, I'm going to say yes because they're Alabama. They're 9th.
Okay.
8th is Oklahoma.
Okay, not right. So 10 is Miami. They're not
So
gonna win.
look, this I'll answer this question for you. James Madison, no. Oregon, maybe. Texas Tech, no freaking idea.
Right.
But I'm going to say probably not.
Okay.
Alabama and Oklahoma, both yes. Indiana, not a great idea, but I'll say yes. They're the number 1 team, and they beat Ohio State. Tulane, no. Ole Miss, no. Georgia, yes. Miami, no. Texas A&M, yes. Ohio State, yes.
So let me ask you this. Don't get mad at me. You take James Madison out and put in Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt win the national championship?
No, but look, black and gold bias aside, I probably would have put Notre Dame in.
Okay. Could they win the national championship?
Probably not.
All right. Yeah. So the thing is, we add more teams. It's cute. It's cute when 2 beats 15. It's cute when 1 beats 16.
But do you agree with me that the group of 5 needs their own thing?
Yes, but it'll never happen.
I think it will happen.
It won't because
I think
nobody
it will.
cares about it. I'm telling you, nobody cares
Okay.
about it.
All right.
I care about
I'll play
you.
devil's advocate.
You're not a good actor.
I'll play devil's advocate.
I saw you act today. You weren't very good. We have to talk about that.
Okay. When we come back, I got an argument for you. 615-737-1025. And Clay and Kenny will get to your calls next. Chasing Big Joe, 1025 The Game.
All right, guys, Big Joe here. Listen, Christmas is winding down. We're 6 days out of Christmas. We're going to go into 26, fired up and ready to go. But here's the deal. I need you with me. We need you with us. That's why we spend a lot of time talking about mental health on our show. And we're grateful, so grateful for all you guys who've reached out to us in the last 2 years. We are on a mission, and you're going on the mission with us on mental health to make you understand how important you are to the world. Unfortunately, we've all been affected by a friend or loved one who has suffered from depression and is no longer with us. That's why we're doing this fight. That's why we're so honored to be partnering with Unity Psychiatric Care. Just a great place right here in Middle Tennessee for you to get well, and it works. We tell you all the time how powerful you are and how wonderful you are, and we need you here. Just go to GameNashville.com, click on the Chasing Big Joe Show, and there will be a link to Unity Psychiatric Care. Again, so many have reached out to us. We have a partner that cares about you. And listen, you don't have to go through any of this alone. It's private, it's confidential, and they offer telehealth, and it works. And yes, they are based right here in Middle Tennessee. The phone number, 1-888-508-8002. That's 1-888-508-8002. And this is so important. If you have a loved one who needs to talk and you are worried about them, you could be that person that changes their world. Again, go to GameNashville.com, click on the Chase and Big Joe Show, and you'll see all the information you need for Unity Psychiatric Care. Look, help is just around the corner, and this is so important. You don't have to go through any of this alone. Welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe Show. Appreciate whatever friend of mine has signed me up for hymns text messages. I will find you and I will end you. Is that what we do now? Is that like the equivalent of prank calling back in the day, is to sign your friends up for hymns? Dr. Crane, energy or your performance fading? This Mel reset signal may be the key. All right. So is it one of you guys back there? Well done. I'll find you. I will search out and find you.
It was not me.
Reply stop to end. I will do stop to end that as well. You know, prank calling back in the day was fun until they had caller ID. And then it became what, star 70?
Star 67.
Star 60, yeah. Star 67. And then that got even better. And then they figured out star 67, and then you couldn't prank call anybody anymore.
And ding dong ditching is not the same anymore either. Everybody's got a Ring camera.
That, and then I'm going to get shot.
That too.
I'm not going to do that. There's no way I would roll your house, knock on your door, any of that today.
I think the only time you can ding dong ditch would be Halloween because everybody's always dinging on your.
I'm
on
not
your
doing any of
door.
that. It's different. I knock on your door and take off running down the street. Then Mr. Frazier's chasing me with a 12 gauge. I am not doing that at all. It was fun back in the day, but I'm not doing that now. I was telling them somebody is spammed me with hymns text messaging.
Oh, nice.
So if you need a mail reset, then I got a text message for you.
Mail reset.
So I love it.
Okay.
Oh, you guys are beautiful.
Oh.
6 days out for Christmas, man. We got this.
Yeah, we're close.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Let's go to the phones and then I'll continue arguing with you because it's fun. Kenny the mailman. Kenny, what's up?
Chase, can I help you out a second, buddy?
Absolutely.
You were going down memory lane. I love hearing it. And while you were doing that, Joe was taking shots at your coach, sort of whispering, "You like gladiator movies? Do you like Turkish prisons?" Joe, you can't slip airplane references in on us old people.
Well, Chase was in a zone telling that story. I thought I could get by him. Get one or two.
No,
by.
that's why I was trying to help him. He didn't flinch or anything. I'm going, oh, no. Here, Joe.
I didn't. I mean, I've seen Airplane, but I didn't get it.
See, I helped you out, brother.
Well,
Now, I
Kenny,
need
you always
y'all
have my
to-
back.
I need y'all to help me out because I'm in an old man zone. Y'all know how much I love Vanderbilt, and this season has been just an absolute dream season. I never thought I'd win 10 games. That's almost 2 or 3 seasons of winning, and even the losses were great. There were no 48-3 games.
Right.
They had a guy finish second in the country in the Heisman Award, the greatest award that ever had a player win. And they had a lot of snippets that night, good videos and showing. And I wake up the next morning to a lot of people told me to let it go, but it just bothered me so much, the text messages and it just, you know what I'm talking about, right?
No.
Pavia.
Pavia. Oh, the
Oh.
Instagram posts and all
And,
that stuff.
I mean, it was just so vile and ugly. And I know people said nobody got killed. It wasn't a wreck or anything. And he wound up saying he was sorry. But, you know, sometimes there's times in life where there's consequences to what you say. And would y'all advise them? I mean, to me, that's almost like you don't start the bowl game, or maybe he should donate. I don't know if Indiana University has a hospital with the school, but you got to do more than just say you're sorry, because that was the one moment that Vandy had in the spotlight. And it just, you know, I know a lot of people have told me to let it go, but it was just such bad timing and just, it's like shooting yourself in the foot. It was
Well,
so
look,
unnecessary.
I agree with you, but here's my thing. Oh, God, don't hate me for this. He didn't get a DUI. It wasn't domestic assault. I mean, there is nothing to say that you can't play or start the game. I get it. He was a jackass for saying all that, and I was disappointed in all that stuff after we said it on the show for 2 weeks and said how great of a player he was. But I don't think you penalize him on the field. He just ran his mouth. I mean, he's being an idiot. So I don't think you should penalize him on the field for anything. That's me. I wouldn't. I'd have a long talk with him, but it's not like he committed a crime.
Right. And I understand that. I guess it's 6 one way and half a dozen
Right.
of another. But I've told my boys all the time in life and say, hey, we don't have a lot. Don't go out and ruin your name, because
Yes.
that follows you for so long. And you just sort of got a bad touch out. But I'm still going to root for them and eat my popcorn while I watch the game.
There you go, buddy.
Amen to that.
Y'all have a great day and no more airplane references.
No promises. Thanks, Kenny. Appreciate you. Kenny the mailman. Who's next? Let's go Clay. Hi, Clay.
Chase, were you a high school basketball star? I heard that about shooting free throws earlier.
I was a high school basketball manager. That's what I was.
Okay. Big Joe talking about
Yeah, go ahead.
talking about chasing somebody with a 12 gauge. Would you like to chase me with a 12 gauge?
No, I would not. Why would I do that? I'm just saying you can't do things in 2025 you did in 1985. It's a different time now.
I wanted to talk
Like
about
chase people with a 12 gauge.
Yeah, like when you ran that lady into the bushes at the Hilton that one night. Yes. because you're on your phone and not paying attention to your prime passenger in the back seat, me? Yes.
With the bowl game coming up, I've been thinking about this, guys. In my opinion, this is by far the best team Vanderbilt's ever had. Granted, the team in 2012, the team in 2013 that had, James Franklin's coach, Jordan Matthews on the team. I think if they played in Vanderbilt Stadium, either one of those teams, 12 or 13, against this team, I think they beat them by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's a very weird comparison, have teams play each other like that. I just think in this day and age, they go 10-2, and with everybody being so competitive, the job Clark Lee did is going to be talked about for generations.
I'm looking forward to Cole Spence being more of a part of the offense, because I tell you what this guy has done this year that really isn't noticed. That guy is a beast blocking on the edge, because many times, he and Eli are in the game at the same time, but when they run wide or, throw a screen or something like that, I'm sorry, I got tongue-tied there.
Cole.
Never mind. What's his name?
Cole Spence.
Cole Spence is a beast out there blocking on the edge. But, I'm looking forward to him being more part of the offense with Eli not playing. I think he is making the right decision, because he just got, too much at stake, because he's going to be a high draft pick. So I have no problem with him not playing in the bowl game. I'm sure he'll be there with the team. But
Eli Stowers isn't playing?
Yeah, Eli's not playing in the bowl game.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know they had made a decision yet. I knew it was kind of a possibility.
I had no idea. Clay, the other night I was out with 6 football coaches. 2 had played against Vanderbilt this year, and all they talked about, this was the fastest Vanderbilt football team that they've ever put on the field. In the history of Vanderbilt football, this was the fastest football team that ever put on the field, and the speed was something a lot of teams were underestimating at Vanderbilt, and that's why they would jump out on teams and had nice, like LSU talked about, they had no idea that Vanderbilt was that fast. Speed always wins.
And that's why I think Vanderbilt beats Iowa, because more times than not, guys, over the years, when the SEC plays the Big Ten, to me, Big Ten is more about power football. The SEC is about speed. Speed wins out. I
wish Stowers was playing.
It's not. I just looked it up. Everything I'm seeing is he hadn't decided yet.
Clay, why are you doing that to me? Calling here, making those things. I'm going to run you in the bushes.
Boys, have a fabulous weekend. You're the best.
You too.
Right.
See you, Clay.
By the way, Memphis has now done 21-0.
Yeah, they're not playing well. Jack, what's up, Jack?
How you fellas doing?
We're good.
So I've got my spur of the moment story, but I got a quick aside because I know Joe just loves this.
Okay, go ahead.
So I know he loves to listen to my turn signals. So my wife thinks that's a horse that's going by. I don't know why. Anyway, so I'm playing in a band outside Houston. We go to 2:00, knock off, go around to Denny's, come out of Denny's about 3:30, me and the drummer. You sleepy? Nah, I'm not sleepy. Well, we hadn't had any luck in the wife for a night department. I said, well, what do you want to do? And he said, hey, you want to go to Galveston? I said, sure. So we jump in the car, go down the Gulf Freeway about an hour, get to Galveston. I said, I know just what we're going to do. I went down to the shrimp boat docks, found a boat that had just came in. Those guys shucked 3 pints of fresh oysters for me.
They what? They
shucked 3.
Okay. Make sure I heard that correctly.
Yeah, shucked 3 pints of fresh oysters into those little paper cans for us. They got plenty of ice, so they iced up our cooler. We beat it for an all-night grocery store, got a case of beer, a couple of boxes of crackers, and a bottle of cocktail sauce. And I was sitting on the beach at 6:30 watching the sun come up in my folding chair, eating fresh raw oysters with a cold beer. And I thought to myself, It is never going to get any better than this.
What year was this?
Oh, gosh, this would have had to be 75, 76, somewhere in there.
Were you playing to anybody? Like, were you down there with Buffett?
No. Just no. I grew up in the Houston area, and it was just a local bar band.
Okay.
Band,
Okay.
which that's mostly what I spent most of my life doing, playing. Not everything from really nice places to those places your mama warned you about.
That's a good story, and watch it. I'm telling you, watching the sun come up is massively underrated in life. We should all do that as much as we can.
And sitting on a beach and doing it.
Oh, now you got me on a beach right now mentally. So thank you.
Yeah. Well, listen, Merry Christmas and the best of it all to all of you guys, and we'll catch you down the road somewhere.
All right. Appreciate you, brother.
Thank
Thank
you, Jack. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Good stuff there. 615-737-1025. We'll come back with more on this Friday. Chasing Big Joe, 1025 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 1025 the game here on this Friday. You feeling good, Joe? You like this?
It's an awesome song. It's an awesome song. Jimmy Webb wrote this. Galveston.
That's
by
a good
Glenn
one.
Campbell.
Yeah.
You are an old man. You're a beautiful old man there, 27-year-old Dr. Crane.
Thank you very much.
Look, if we're gonna go Glenn Campbell, a little Wichita lineman is what I'm looking for.
Is this a Vietnam War song? I think
Maybe.
But it's an awesome song.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't really get to meet Glenn Campbell, but when I worked at a elderly home, a senior living, he was staying there. So
Hold on, you worked at a assisted living. What did you do
for service hours?
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Glenn Campbell was a resident.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wasn't all with it, but said hi.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
Yeah,
Good for
that's
you.
cool.
Big heart. Is that the Catholic service thing you guys got to do?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Service hours, senior year of high school. But I also did it throughout grade school too. So
Did you get paid doing that stuff?
no, that's the whole point of service.
You have a very altruistic heart. Meanwhile, I'm just a big old fat dumb Donaldson guy who's lucky to get out of bed every morning.
No, you help out that Thanksgiving thing with your friend out there at the Don's
I'm-
Cafe.
I'm a small part of that. Big part of your life. That's important.
So we have this texter that, like, looking back at old texts, all he has texted is just hate for Diego Pavia.
Okay.
Like, it's very clear this guy does not like Diego Pavia. And so, like, he just sent like 5-6 straight texts about idiot Pavia or whatever. So the one before that, he sent like a book, and I'm going to assume this is Adam Vengan that replied that said, I ain't reading all that. I'm happy for you though, or sorry that happened.
Oh my gosh.
Here's what I've decided to do when we get textures like this. Because I did this to Ricky one time and it just made him laugh. Like, when I just don't want to deal with it, I'm just gonna type ended. Just, it's over. Done.
Right?
Ended.
But am I wrong? I mean, about Diego, I mean, you guys all, and Kenny, I love you, man. And I don't know, some have said, I've heard that from others, like he should be suspended to play or a drive or the first quarter. I mean, what did he do wrong? He committed no crime.
Right. He committed no crime. He's never committed a crime. He's been, the problem is
he's a punk.
He's a punk. He runs his mouth. Sometimes he backs it up. Sometimes he doesn't. He was a sore loser. And look, I got a problem with it. I mean, I lost respect. Like, he's got to work on that. Like, I think there's a way to win and there's a way to lose.
Right.
And, I think you got to do both with class, not being an ass.
Yeah.
And that's what he was.
And everybody can't, because I tagged you in the picture. I'm like, hey, he didn't win. He came in second. I tagged you and me in this picture we took at SEC Media Days with Diego Pavia. I said, hey, we're still proud of our guy. He came in second. And then all the stuff happened.
Right.
Then I wake up Sunday morning to, I don't know, dozens and dozens of
100 or more
tweets back to us like, you're proud now? You're as dumb as he is. I'm like, what happened? I was like, oh, man.
But here's the deal. And look, I say this, so this is not the first time I've said this. It's real easy to be a big man or a big woman behind a keyboard. Like, half the crap that people text or say to us about stuff like that, bitching and moaning, they wouldn't say to your face.
No,
it's just like, Diego is a polarizing figure. I can sit here and still say that I liked him and what he did for Vanderbilt, but I can also say that I'm disappointed in how he handled things.
There you go. That's it.
Both things can be true.
You're right.
But we live in this world today where, you make one mistake, damn you. You're the devil.
Yeah. Again.
But I'm not going to actually say it. I'm just going to type it.
Again.
Type it in a tweet and on a TikTok.
He did nothing wrong with regards to legality, nothing of that nature. So, I mean, he should be able to play.
Now you've turned me into old man.
Well, I just hate.
And damn you and your TikTok and your Insta face and Twitters.
Right. Well, you know who's got the best TikTok.
Back in my day, Twitters were what you. Never mind.
Well, you know who's got the best TikTok in town. We know this.
It's Big Joe.
Yeah, it's our award-winning. Good Lord, and all that. No, and
Twitter's what a bird does,
and it's fine. I mean, but and then I hope Stowers plays. I hope Pavia plays. I hope it's a great day. One last rodeo and all that. What's going on, and we'll see what happens. But by no means should he be bench for one player. If they did that, you have to bench half the National Football League.
Yeah.
Like Puka Nakua he did not know he made an anti-Semite hand signal. He had no idea.
No clue.
And everybody wanted to throw him like, suspend him. Suspend him.
Let me ask. Okay. I'm gonna throw this back real quick. 20 years.
Okay.
Or more. Do you remember what Steve McNair used to do when he would score a touchdown or make a big play?
The Q Dog.
Yeah, but it wasn't it for his fraternity?
Yeah, the Q Dog,
which is a black fraternity, right?
Absolutely.
If could you and that was fine, but so many other people did it because they thought, like I did it as a kid because I thought, oh, that's Steve McNair's celebration. I had no idea what it was.
Chase is a Q Dog.
Well, that's my point.
Right.
But
I get it.
Nowadays, if even if you're innocent and don't know what something means, it's like, you're a terrible person. How dare you?
Does the dab qualify in this territory any?
Maybe.
I mean, that was a simple, whatever. I had to show
Maybe.
you how to do it. Like you didn't know what it was. I
didn't even know it was called the Q Dog.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah. I mean,
but you may remember there was a radio personality in this town that did that on a billboard and got a bunch of crap for it.
Did he? I don't remember this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'll tell you off the air who it was. But
okay.
Yeah. But it's like I didn't know.
Oh.
A lot of people didn't know.
Right.
Steve McNair did it. It was like that was his celebration.
I mean, there'd be all kind of guys suspended, left and right. No.
Yeah. All right. Coming up next, we'll tell you what day it is and celebrity birthdays. It's Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Friday. Love Justin and Greenbrier's text is great. The cancel squad and politeness police that everyone has turned into on social media has gone too far. Chill out, people, and Merry Christmas.
Yeah, thank you. Exactly.
It's true.
Oh, like the Tracy Bird song. I mean, sticks and stones.
And one texter thought when I was talking about a radio host on a billboard, I was referencing Duncan Stewart when he lived on the billboard because of the UT thing. No, this was different. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, with that, let's get to what day is it? Celebrity birthdays.
Okay, first on the list, not Albert Einstein. Holly Day is today. Spread all that.
What's our engineer's name?
It is Holly. She does a good job around here.
She sure does.
Look for an evergreen day. So evergreen tree, evergreen content, however you interpret it.
Well done.
National Emo Day. So shout out to the emos. National Hard Candy Day. Candy canes. National Oatmeal Muffin Day.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Love a good oatmeal muffin.
National Ugly Christmas Sweater Day. And
Good.
last but not least, Underdog Day.
Oh,
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
and that for some segment you used to do.
It is. It's a very popular segment.
What's your favorite, Joe?
You and one other person hate it.
Oh my God.
But that's fine. Memphis just scored, so that was good.
Oh, 24-7. All right, time for celebrity
The
birthdays.
same person that hates this segment. So
Oh, I'm in great company.
subscribe.
I love it. All right, time for celebrity birthdays. Chase, in honor of your day, you get to go first. How old is Kevin McHale, former Boston Celtic?
What was his nickname? Did he have a nickname?
Not that I remember.
I thought it. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of something. Kevin McHale. I'm going to say 73.
69.
68. Say it.
Nice.
Dr. Crane, how old is Randall McDaniel, former Minnesota Viking, Arizona State All-American, also
Hang
on
on.
the playoff committee?
Hang on. Kevin. This is not what I was thinking of. But it says he earned the nickname, quote, the torture chamber for his exceptional footwork and wide array of post moves, which made him nearly impossible to guard one-on-one.
I've never heard of that with him.
Dominique Wilkins famously called him a man with 1,000 moves. That's Kevin McHale.
That's you when you used to be a stripper. Randall McDaniel.
Is that like Ronald McDonald?
Randall McDaniel
I thought you were joking. Okay.
is one of the best offensive guards of all time. He's on the college football playoff committee.
61.
62.
He's 61 exactly.
Nice. Okay.
You're up 3-0, Dr. Crane. All right, Chase.
Fart around and get up 3.
Tom Gugliotta, former basketball player at Maryland. And I know this guy because I used to play fantasy basketball, and he was a badass for me. Tom Gugliotta.
64.
60.
56. Disappointed, Dr. Crane, you didn't get that name. Dr. Crane, you're up now. Warren Sapp.
Warren Sapp. 57.
I'm going to say 53.
53 exactly. It's now 3-2. I like this. Chase, how old is Jake Plummer, former Arizona State Denver Bronco quarterback? Jake Plummer.
56.
48.
51. Dr. Crane, Bobby Brady, Mike Lookinland from the Brady Bunch. How old is he? He's the youngest boy.
71.
67.
65. We're tied at 3. Love this. Chase, Flashdance, Jennifer Beals. How old is Jennifer Beals? Beals.
Referenced in the Hanukkah song.
That's right.
And yes, never mind. I'm going to say, let's see, Flashdance was what? 80. 53.
57.
62.
Wow.
I saw that mouse in your head working.
It was.
He was going
I bet he
fast.
passed out because it was too much. for
Dr.
him.
Crane, who's the boss? Alyssa Milano.
Alyssa Milano is 58.
56.
53. Chase McCabe, Jill Jelenick's boyfriend, Jake Gyllenhaal. He looks just like him. How old is Jake Gyllenhaal today?
50.
48.
45. All right, speed round. Here we go. Chase, how old is Venus Flytrap? Tim Reed from WKRP in Cincinnati. How old's Tim Reed?
74.
73.
81. Dr. Crane, musician John McEwen from Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. I think that's Steve Martin's best friend.
Yep.
How old's John McEwen?
72.
75.
80. Chase, how old's country singer Janie Fricke? Oh, man. Remember Miss Fricke?
84.
80.
78. We're tied at 3. I'm liking this.
Oh, he just got 2.
80. That's right. 4-3. My bad. Good job on that.
Honor system.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
I like it. You're a good man. Dr. Crane, actor Robert McNaughton, the oldest brother in E.T.
52.
53.
59. Chase, magician Chris Angel.
57.
51.
58. We're tied at 4. This is good on a Friday. Dr. Crane, all right, this is the last one. Dr. Crane, how old is Paulina Gretzky?
It's Wayne Gretzky's daughter, right?
Yep.
Married to Dustin Johnson.
Yep.
You got all the credentials
You're
here.
right.
Let's go for it, buddy. We're
go.
tied at 4.
30. I'm going to go 30.
Okay.
$35.
At the buzzer, none other than Chase McCabe. She is 37. He wins 5-4. Down 3-0. He rallies and wins 5-4.
Battle back.
Can't
baby.
keep a good man down. You've tried, Dr. Crane. I don't know why you keep fighting a battle you're losing.
Call me the Washington Generals.
Little battle back and forth. That is going to do it for us. Our last full week of 2025.
Crazy.
Have a great weekend. Get your Christmas shopping finished, or don't. I don't know.
Just do what you need to do to get it done. Hey, listen, again, we are so thankful for everybody who's been on this ride with us for 2.5 years on the mental health journey. Again, so grateful to all the men who've reached out. We tell you every day, man, that we need you here, right? We need you here. Sometimes we understand the road is bumpy, but your journey is a beautiful journey. And you got people that love you. You got people that depend on you. You got people out there that smile when they think about your name. You walk into a room, you light up the room because you are beautiful. Know that. If you need to talk, please reach out to us. We're always here. We're always willing to talk to you. We'll talk to you any time of the day to let you know how much we love you. And more importantly, more than anything else in this world, please know that God loves you.
Amen to that. Peace, love, rock and roll. DVD coming your way next here on 102.5 The Game.